300 was the only time she ever got like loopy home medication. So I was just worried, is that too much?
No, I have to go look up the dosage on it, but there's a huge dosage range on gabapentin.
Yeah. And you know, needs to give it as needed. I mean, she has the same issue she's always had. You know, I know, like, kind of lower back hurt.
And I could tell when she was squatting to poop, she was having issues.
I don't know, like, at what point to medicate her, because I don't want to...
I'd medicate more often than not at this point.
I'd rather hear what Scott has to say.
Really?
I've not gone to the proper school.
Well, they taught me this in law school.
I want to hear about real estate law. I'll ask you.
I think pain is a pretty subjective thing, and I think I would tend to maybe agree with Scott. Sometimes it's hard to diagnose pain, so treat it and see if you notice a big difference in your dog. You know, try 100 milligrams of gabapentin and see.
There's no downside.
Make her sleepy.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the only reason the 300 freaked me out was because Margo, who took so much the one time, and we built up, like, from the 100s, I did, you know, to 200, then gave her a 300 pill, and she was just like, woo.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't use much gabapentin. I think it's sort of controversial as to whether or not it really helps. I think what's marketed as a good drug for neurogenic pain, so like if a dog has a disc problem or something like that. I think that it should always be coupled with a non-steroidal to get the most benefit out of it.
Okay, so like Atopica or something? Or?
Well, no, Atopica is cyclosporin.
Oh, yeah.
I think that I would probably couple it with something like Galliprant. Any non-steroidal can potentially affect liver and kidney function.
Yeah.
Galliprant is reported to be easier on the liver, or the liver, kidneys, and stomach than the other non-steroidals. And so most of the non-steroidals like Carprofen, Evagesic, Diramax are COX inhibitors, and COX is an enzyme in the production of prostaglandins. There are also prostaglandins are the things that cause inflammation in the joint. There are also prostaglandins that help you produce a protective lining in your stomach and regulate blood flow to your kidneys. The ones in the joint are produced through a pathway called COX-2, and the ones in the stomach are COX-1. The newer anti-inflammatories are reported to be more COX-2 being specific, but that being said, I still see it upset their stomachs. You know, and there's and then the difference with Galliprant is it's not a COX inhibitor; it blocks prostaglandin receptor sites, so theoretically easier on the liver, easier on the stomach.
Well, that would be good. And she's got a sense that she's the only one of them who has a sensitive stomach. So.
I mean, I think you have to kind of be, you know, quality or quantity, if you know what I mean. And I think you want your dog to be as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, yes, whatever that means.
So we'll try whatever you think we should try.
I think trying some Galliprant.
Yeah.
You know, if it were my dog, I would do it.
Yeah, then that's what we'll do.
And then, if she doesn't want to go, she doesn't have to go.
That's what we can do.
If she wants to go, we'll go. And,
you
know, she's.
It's all, the only thing that matters is her quality of life. And that's all.
So, I know you're not the woo-woo doctor, that's Heidi, but here's our take on it. That we've been measuring the size of this tumor now for years. And we just by the luck of the draw came in a month early, but because of the dehydration issue, which may or may not have been related, who knows? But in that 2-month period since the last measurement, it doubled in size and grew another one.
Well,
we're assuming it's the
same.
So at this point, it's either woo-woo medicine, Heidi, or just let it play out. We're not doing extraordinary measures at this age.
We want to keep her comfortable.
So that was the other thing that I was really I mean, there's no way in hell I'd do surgery on her.
No.
I
It's
just
not
I
even.
want to keep her comfortable.
And I was told it's not painful, and even in the end, it's not even going to be painful.
Well,
Who
is
knows?
that what's going to
Yeah.
kill her?
What's that?
And is that what's going to kill her?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, she's almost 15. It could be anything.
So do you? So a couple things. I mean, should we? We had another check in a month. Do we still test and see, or do we care what it, or do we see how her behavior?